Right, welcome to the channel. I couldn't not do a video about this, could I? How could I not? Disney is refusing to pay acclaimed novelist Alan Dean Foster. He's owed royalties and they're just refusing to pay. Now it's interesting because this will set a precedent moving forward that is very, very worrying, but it's also it's such a big double standard because this is Disney, the guys who changed copyright law just so Mickey Mouse would be protected for longer. And bearing in mind, they're probably going to want to try and change it again. So, yeah, bit of a double standard. Now, like I said, I couldn't not do a video about this, but I was away making my second film. You can still donate to the project. Actually, it's linked down below in a GoFundMe. I'm going to leave it open for a little bit longer if anyone does want to support it, because obviously the more that comes through, the better the final product will be when we enter post-production, which will begin this week. And don't worry, Blackfields is still happening. Unfortunately, my editor caught COVID, so he's been a bit under the weather. So anyway, there you go. It's linked all down below. Check it out if you want. But like I said, I had to do a video about this. I'm back now. Let's talk about it. Scummy Disney. Scummy. Like it is. It's dirt scum. It's super, super scummy. And it's probably not even much in terms of the grand scheme of things that they owe him. It's mental. Right, so no, this is an article linked on avpgalaxy.net. You'll find that link down below as well. Good friends of the channel, does great work. We haven't talked for a while and I haven't been able to cover any of their stuff because there's been no news, but this is pretty big news, so check them out. Now, their article starts off with, I'm not going to pretend to be any sort of entertainment lawyer or laws expert, but even as a layman, this excuse has me raising my eyebrows. Disney and its relationship to Alien and Predator has once again entered the news for now refusing to pay the legendary Alan Dean Foster the royalties owed for his Alien and Star Wars novels. Disney's excuse is they only purchased the rights, not the obligations. Okay. So if they've, I mean, what? You're not helping yourself, Disney. You're not helping yourself at all. You've bought these products. You're producing trash, right? You're making absolute trash. Alien and Predator, you need to curry favour with the fans for these ones to be a success. Same as Star Wars now moving forwards. This ain't helping. It's only negative press. Their excuse is, well, we purchased the rights, not the obligation to pay anyone. But you're getting all the profit. What? What? How does that make any goddamn sense? And also as well, Disney, do you not realise you doing this? Who is going to want to work with you again? Who is going to want to do novels for you if this is your standard business practice? This is disgraceful. Not to mention, no one, like, moving forwards, you're not going to get anyone to want to work with you. No one's going to want to do anything. Because this is your precedent. Well, we only purchased the rights. We don't have to pay anyone. So, you know, to hell with anyone else. Like, whatever. It's amazing. The gall. That's what it is, right? The gall that they have for doing this. Now, it continues yesterday, which was on the 18th of November. The Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America published a statement and a letter, which in itself is unusual. This is all usually dealt with by SFWA behind closed doors, written by the fan favourite author regarding the situation. This is the thing as well, right? Like, they have to make this public because Disney they need some negative press on this. So here's what Alan Dean Foster wrote. Dear Mickey, we have a lot in common, you and I. We share a birthday, November 18th. My dad's nickname was Mickey. There's more. When you purchased Lucasfilm, you acquired the rights to some books I wrote. Star Wars, the novelization of the very first film. Splinter of the Mind's Eye, the very first sequel novel. You owe me royalties on these books. You stop paying them. When you purchased 20th Century Fox, you eventually acquired the rights to other books I had written. The novelizations of Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3. You've never paid royalties on any of these, or even issued royalty statements for them. All these books are all still very much in print. They still earn money. For you. When one company buys another, they acquire its liabilities as well as its assets. You're certainly reaping the benefits of the assets, and I'd very much like my minuscule, though it's not small to me, share. You want me to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, before even talking. I've signed a lot of NDAs in my 50-year career. Never once did anyone ever ask me to sign one prior to negotiations. For the obvious reasons that once you sign, you can no longer talk about the matter at hand. Every one of my representatives in this matter, with many, many decades of experience in such business, echo my bewilderment. You absolute scum, Disney. You continue to ignore my requests from my agents. You continue to ignore queries from SFWA, the Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers of America. You continue to ignore my legal representatives. I know this is what gargantuan corporations often do, ignore requests and inquiries, hoping that the petitioner will simply go away, or possibly die. But I'm still here, and I'm still entitled to what you owe me, including not to be ignored. Just because I'm only one lone writer, how many other writers and artists out there are you simply ignoring, or similarly ignoring? My wife has serious medical issues, and in 2016 I was diagnosed with an advanced form of cancer. We could use the money, not charity, it's just what I'm owed. I've always loved Disney, the films, the parks, growing up with the Disneyland TV show. I don't think Uncle Walt would approve of how you are currently treating me. Maybe someone in the right position just hasn't received the word. Though after all these months of ignored requests and queries, it's hard to countenance. Or, as a guy named Bob Iger said, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. I'm not feeling it. Alan Dean Foster. Oh, Disney. And he's right, isn't he? Surely. You know, when you gain when one company buys another, you acquire its liabilities as well as its assets. They have obviously acquired all of the negative situations with respect to Fox. I literally cannot believe this. Anyway, Alan's novelizations of Alien, Aliens, and Alien 3 were republished again as recently as 2014 and are often staple novels found on the shelves of the science fiction section in bookshops. So to hear that Alan is being treated this way is immensely disappointing. By going public with this, Alan and his representatives are hoping that Disney will stop ignoring them and actually discuss the situation with them. That's like, you know, the fact that they want to sign an NDA before they even enter negotiations is just nah. You sign an NDA once you've come to an agreement. So you don't discuss the agreement that you've both come to, right? That's normally what happens. So no one can say, well, they only paid me this, but, you know, we come to an agreement. Because obviously you signed the agreement, therefore you obviously approved it. But these guys won't even talk without signing one. What a bunch of shit. It's really disgusting. Now obviously Aliens' change of ownership, particularly in the realms of literature, has not been without controversy. The cover art for Marvel's first Aliens omnibus, comprising entirely of Dark Horse's back catalogue, also caused controversy with the cover artist, Greg Land, bloody tracing artwork from Tristan Jones and other people. Though not quite the same situation, a similar issue with paying royalties arose around the writers and artists who worked with Dark Horse on the Alien and Predator series. Though Dark Horse were not contractually obliged to pay those creators royalties, certain people such as Mark Verheiden and Mark Nelson had continued to receive royalty payments. Something that is now stopping with Disney now owning the licenses and Marvel now set to publish the comics. I literally can't believe this. So basically this started obviously a pretty big row over on the interwebs. And it was like hashtag pay Disney or hashtag, I can't remember what the hashtag was, but it's basically, hashtag Disney pay up or something like that. And there's no further update at the moment. No further update at all. So, who knows what's going to happen? But I thought I'd bring some light to this. I mean, my channel, people like my channel for alien stuff, and if I can amplify this, you guys probably already know, but if I can amplify it a little bit, get some negative press towards Disney, then yeah, definitely, because they're dicks for doing this. And Dean Foster, mate, they shouldn't be treating you like this at all. It's shit. You know, you wrote like it's not like you created a property and you sold it. Therefore, you're just bitching for something. You wrote something with a contract in mind, and that contract's been acquired by someone else. They still are obliged to pay it. Fucking ridiculous. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Again, support my project down below. Have a missed age. Take care.